hanggang sa dulo ng mundo, hanggang maubos ang ubo, hanggang lumulong ang luha, hanggang mahulog ang tala. Basta't mo aking mata, di mo ba nakikita? Ako ngayon ay lumilipad at nasa langit na. Gusto mo ba sumama?
Culture and tourism are deeply connected due to their obvious synergies and their potential for growth. In the global tourism market, culture creates authenticity and uniqueness. The growing use of culture and creativity in marketing destinations adds to the pressure to differentiate regional identities and images. And a diverse range of cultural elements are being used to brand and market regions. A tourist destination is a one-of-a-kind location where a visitor spends at least one night and showcases tourism products such as attractions, support services, and tourism resources, as well as clearly defined management, physical, and administrative boundaries. Culture and heritage tourists typically visit cultural heritage attractions such as historic buildings and other historic sites, archaeological sites, art galleries, or museums, plays, or musicals.
Visiting interactive museums are the perfect destinations for those who seek full exploration and engagement at a different level. It provides them lots of benefits to different types of tourists and visitors because it allows them to deeply connect with exhibitions and at the same time enhance their experiences in a variety of ways. But first, who are these people? The first group who will benefit are the children who got affected by the pandemic. Given their long period of isolation, visiting places like interactive museums is the ideal way for them to reconnect with the real-world interaction, while giving them entertainment as they can touch and explore the exhibits and test their creativity with the use of technology through following the instructions and conducting some experiments that will deepen their understanding. The next group will be the travelers who wish to travel the entire Philippines. It's also an ideal choice for them, for those who are on a budget, especially for those who are lazy and curious and adventurous at the same time. Since exhibits of the museum introduce different destinations as well as its essentials and valuable collection and conserved artifacts of the country's heritage. For students who were unable to attend their field trips, participating in interactive museums is a good alternative because they will be exposed to educational, entertaining, and informative content that may be combined with interactive elements to convey information in an engaging and approachable manner, such as games, interactive maps, quizzes, and infographics. Not just with the use of technology, but also with human interaction.
Since we know that learning about our own culture fosters a sense of belonging, identity, and strengthens community involvement, as well as encourages appreciation and understanding of history and cultural heritage. Learning about Philippine cultures become more enjoyable and memorable when we travel to places or explore tourist destinations. We also get to actually experience things while learning. Cultural legacy encompasses not just the past, but also the present and the future, as well as contemporary activities, places, and things that have cultural significance for current generations. Additionally, knowing about Philippine culture in one location has the advantage of allowing us to experience it more fully and fosters a great awareness for and respect for our national heritage.
The physical destruction of built culture and heritage, as well as increased waste, pollution, and emissions, are, in my opinion, the two main disadvantages of tourism concept. Number 1. Physical destruction of built culture and heritage. Examples of these are the Great Wall of China, Petra, Angkor Wat, and the Colosseum. Some of the most popular tourist destinations on Earth are historic sites that date back hundreds of years and reconstructed by many civilizations. However, the intentional activities of tourists are harming several landmarks, trash spray painting, bringing souvenirs from the location home, and climbing on forbidden construction. Number 2. Increased waste, pollution, and emissions. Tourism generates a lot of undesirable waste, from garbage to sewage, carbon emissions from transport vehicles, and water contamination.
The aims of tourism planning include increased visitors' satisfaction, increased economic benefits, and the protection of basic cultural and natural resources. The following must be the main goals of a tourist destination, like Lakbay Museo to make quality services for Filipinos. First, to promote understanding of different cultures. Second, to improve life for the local population. Third, to provide community facilities as well as tourist facilities. And lastly, to develop sense of pride in tradition, culture, and identity.
A conceptual framework was developed based on the aforementioned claim in order to more accurately describe the relationship between the impact of tourism development, quality of life, and support for future tourism expansion. By developing logos and platforms that will attract clients, businesses may demonstrate their credibility and dependability and establish themselves as great tourist destinations. Because we need to physically touch specific infrastructures, monuments, or exhibitions in order to be labeled a cultural museum, being tactile must be enhanced in order to have a tourist attraction. Third, we require certainty. Assurance that the employees and staff will do their best. Next, customers' enthusiasm and expectations must be maintained both inside and outside of a tourism location. Finally, the tourist destination's responsiveness must be visible on their social media platforms for their promotions, new features, new pricing offers, and many other things that will engage and communicate with their consumers. If these 5 traits are maintained, Lakbay Museo will serve as a quality tourist site and will satisfy travelers, perhaps gaining new popularity and trend based on their unforgettable experiences throughout the cultural tour. Since the client's expectations and satisfaction were satisfied, there are 3 possible next actions. It will be either to suggest it to their friends, discuss favorable aspects of their experiences, and return with a fresh group of passengers. And let us all keep in mind that the loyal customers will keep coming back to the same place if they were satisfied through the place they have visited. Customer loyalty gives the most important impact towards hospitality and tourism industry.
Gusto mo ba sumama?